Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be evaluating compositions of functions. So let's start with this first one. We're going to be finding g of f of -3. The first thing that I like to do in these problems is find out what f of -3 is. So what I'm going to do is in f, I'm going to plug in -3 for x. So let's find out what f of -3 is. So I'm going to plug in -3, -3 squared plus 6 times -3 plus 14. So we're going to get -3 squared, that's -3 times -3, so that's positive 9. 6 times -3 is going to be negative 18, and then we're going to have plus 14. So now we're just going to add all these things together. 9 minus 18 is going to be -9, and then plus 14, that's going to give us positive 5. So now we know that f of -3 equals 5. So what we can do is plug 5 in for g of x. So I'm going to take 5 and I'm going to plug it in right here. Okay, so let's go. And actually I want to change the highlight on this. Hopefully it doesn't smear. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to plug in f of -3 in for g of x. Since we already know f of -3 is 5, we're just going to be plugging 5 in for g of x. So if we're doing g of f of -3, we know that f of -3 is 5, so we're going to put 5 in right there. And now we can plug in. So we're going to do 3 times 5 minus 5. 3 times 5 is 15, so we're going to do 15 minus 5. So that's going to give us our final answer of positive 10. Okay, so let's just do some highlighting again. F of -3 is 5, so we plugged in 5 for x in g of x. Okay, so let's do our second problem, and hopefully this will start to make more sense. In this one, we're going to be finding g of f of 1. So g of f of 1. So what I want to find first is what f of 1 is. Okay, so I want to figure out f of 1. So let's find f of 1. Okay, so that means I'm going to be plugging 1 in for x in f of x. So plugging 1 into here. All right, so it's going to be 2 times 1 squared minus 2 times 1, and then minus 4. 1 squared is 1, and 1 times 2 is 2, so we're going to have 2. -2 times 1 is -2, and then we're going to have minus 4. Notice these two things cancel out, so we will get -4 as our answer here. Okay, we just found -4, so that means that f of 1 is -4. So now we're going to plug f of 1 in for x in g of x. Okay, so let's find g of f of 1, and we know that f of 1 is -4. So I'm going to plug in -4 in for x in g of x. -5 times -4, and then plus 14. -5 times -4 is positive 20, and then we're going to have plus 14, so that means that our answer here is 34. Okay, and we're going to do one last one. So what if it was reversed? Let's find g of 1. So this is f of g of 1. Let's find g of 1. So if I'm plugging in 1 into here, we're going to get -5 times 1 plus 14. So -5 times 1 is -5, and then plus 14. This is going to give us positive 9. Okay, so now we know that g of 1 is 9, so we're going to plug that in for f of x. Okay, so f of g of 1 is now going to be the same as f of 9 because we know that g of 1 is 9. So we're going to plug 9 into this equation here. So 2 times 9 squared minus 2 times 9 minus 4. And I don't particularly want to do this mental math in my head, so I'm just going to go type that thing into Desmos. And you could also use a graphing calculator to type that in. So let's do 2 times 9 squared minus 2 times 9, and then minus 4. Okay, so this is going to be equal to 140. Okay, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for the next one where we do graphically, and it's going to be very, very quick. So yeah, goodbye.